7% of all high school athletes go on to play in college. As proud members of the 93% that didn't, this is Fratletes.
All right. Welcome back. This is Fratletes episode 15. Today we got college football coming up, NFL week 2. A lot happened, so let's look ahead to week 2. Yeah, we got Hayden going over the Bachelorette. I think it just ended. It just
No, bro. It was like, it could have been, honestly, it could have been 15, 20 minutes and then it'd been fine. But like they stretched it out to 2 hours and it was fucking exhausting. Oh my, it was, I'll explain. But oh my God. I was just like, I had to leave. I left early, bro. I couldn't even stay to watch the end. I'm like, I am so bored. I can't do this.
And that's saying a lot for a big Batch fan like yourself. And then we got MLB playoffs. We are coming down the home stretch of the season. Wild card races kind of cooling off, but we still got some possibilities. Mariners, arguably hottest team in the league. So let's get into it. How you guys doing?
I'm feeling great, and then that Mariners comment just got me really hyped because 2 futures placed right after the deadline on the Mariners. I'm all in on the Mariners. If they win it all, I'm going to be a happy boy.
They've been the best team, second best team in baseball since the All-Star break, and the best team in the AL.
I love everything about them. I love their lineup. They got power. They got dudes that get on base. I love their bullpen. They got great arms coming out of the pen, and they got a phenomenal starting rotation. And you know, when playoffs comes around, starters move to the rotation. It's like, no, you can't hold anything back. Got nothing to lose. So I don't know. I don't know who can beat the Mariners in a 7-game series or a 5-game series. I'm excited.
All right, so we'll get into that a little bit more in depth a little bit later. Let's kick it off. College football coming up this weekend. Little side note, go Herd. Beat Notre Dame last weekend. That was electric. Hayden, you were there. You were kind of like the poster boy for a little bit of like people being lit at South Bend for Marshall fans.
Bro, I went immediately hard like 9 a.m. I really calculated like from the time I got to the tailgate at 9 until like 6:30 when I got home, I like sat in a chair for maybe like 10 minutes collectively. Like my legs were so shot, but I got the perfect amounts where I was like really, really fucked up, but not too drunk to where like I like blacked out or anything. Like I remember everything. Well, not everything, but like most things. But like the game especially, I remember the entire game.
Quick question about the game. So rumors going around, South Bend does not sell beer in the stadium. Is that true?
That is true, which is weird for Catholics, you know.
I get that like it's 50-50 because I know there are a lot of schools that don't, but I just thought Notre Dame being like a top school, like obviously like they host some big games. You want some alcohol consumption going on.
You know there's no fraternities at Notre Dame?
Yeah, I did know that.
It's probably why they fucking lost. There's not enough testosterone flowing in the halls. These guys are like, oh, this is what regular men are like. And then they go up, and then it's just like they're nerds from Minnesota, and then like they get on the field with like actual grown men from like USC, and they're like, "Oh shit, that's not what we're used to." They should get fucked up.
And you honestly might have like single-handedly powered the Herd over Notre Dame last week,
dude. The energy was there, bro. I feel
like you definitely entered the top 5 power rankings of like Marshall University fans of all time. Like, bro, there's a case they should put you in the Hall of Fame.
I snuck a Marshall flag in my pants, like tucked like perfectly between my legs and like wrapped around, so it didn't look like suspicious. But I don't know why, because I don't think they would have taken that away from me. But I didn't want to take any chances.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know.
Hey, dude, they're weird sometimes. They're weird.
They're like, we just got packing down. Hayden's like, oh no.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, it's perfect.
What do you have in here? He's like, just take me away.
Like, I'm not leaving this flag.
You're gonna have to handcuff me and drag me out of this place with this flag.
Oh, also, once again, pretty intoxicatedly made. Is that a word? That's definitely not a word. Intoxicated.
Intoxicated?
Yeah. Were you
like I did something while intoxicated? I intoxicatingly did something.
We'll go with it. Roll with it.
Let's do it. I intoxicated. I can't even say it fucking now. But that word I just said, recorded myself as if I was a news anchor reporting live, and I think it was like honestly, shout out Nick Martin here. He was one that reminded me to like take videos at the game, and like subconsciously when I got drunk, it was like, all right, it's time. And then, dude, it's one of my favorite videos I've ever taken. Like most times when I have a video where I'm drunk and I like rewatch it, I'm like, oh god. But like this one, I was like, wow, that was a fine perfection of art right there.
That was good. Isn't that the one you posted?
Yeah, it was.
That was a fantastic.
And you had one with didn't somebody call Marshall winning and you were like, oh, you hear it here, folks.
Yeah, bro.
It
was some random girl. I literally just met like that day. It was my buddy's cousin. She brought her friend, and we were all just like in the same row. And we were just like talking. I mean, I knew Jenna, his cousin, but I was talking to this girl, and I was like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" And then I asked Jenna, and then she was right there. I felt kind of bad, so I was like, "All right, what do you think too?" And she was like, "Dude, Heart's gonna win." But I was like, "Do they got to cover?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Fuck!" She's like, "They're gonna win." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
do you have her contact information?
I do not. I have no idea who she is.
Oh, I was looking for some moneyline dogs for the weekend. I was thinking,
Jenna.
maybe
Jenna,
maybe
let
she'd
your
have some
friend.
info.
Jenna, because I know you're a diehard Fretley's fan. You've definitely heard of us. Tell your friend to hit us up. We need some locks this weekend.
It's like everyone's got the friend where you just pick the team based off which uniform's cooler. We found like the prophecy where this person actually just picks the right team. It's like, oh no, Marshall's winning that shit. All right, so while we're on the college football topic, talking about Marshall, why? I think it's a fair question. Why is Marshall not the number one team in the country?
People are asking.
For real. It is crazy. I will say I thought it was crazy that we were not. I thought they were going to give us 24.
Dude, yeah, 100%.
I was thinking 20s. Anywhere from 20 to 25 I would have taken. But we're sitting at 26, right?
Yeah, bro. Dude, just missing it. I'm sick.
Knocking on the door. We just got to keep it. Somebody in the top 25
if we cover
versus
Bowling Green, we'll be in.
16.5 versus Bowling Green, right?
Yeah. We'll get into that.
At Bowling Green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you got
I'm going.
Bro, I get into that. I think that's disrespectful. Bowling Green just lost to 16.5 to Bowling Green, who just lost to EKU in overtime. 7 overtimes. Yeah, like disrespectful. That's all I got. Like that, I truly think like I think Marshall's gonna win by like 28 to 31 range.
Knock on wood, bro. I'm super superstitious.
That would not cover. But I think they win by like 28 to 31 points.
I hope so.
What's it?
Our defense is
defense
is insane.
I just don't want us to be super hyped about beating Notre Dame. We're like, we just beat Notre Dame. Bowling Green's are a bunch of chumps. And then
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's true, but I just defense travels. Like the offense can be off for a minute, and that defense, like I could see them pitching a shutout, but who knows? Bowling Green's Notre Dame was definitely saying that about Marshall. So like you never know. Any given Saturday. But I do
if you're Marshall, you gotta look at Notre Dame. It's like, wow, they're 0-2. Like are you raising your hand, Hayden?
Yeah. I didn't want to interrupt. So I was like, whenever you were done, I was like, oh, hey.
Go ahead, Hayden.
Okay. Just kind of a dumb question. So I saw in the rankings we had 80 points. Is that like total for the whole season, or is like that bi-weekly?
That's total the whole season.
Okay, I want to say because like if like that's nice being 26, but like if we all start at 0 tomorrow, I feel like we won't have as many points beating Bowling Green as we would.
No, it's total, and like you get for each win, you get like, and it's also by votes. Like you're voted. If you get like certain votes, so like whatever spot, like that's how many. Like that one analyst who put us at 13 on his ballot, that definitely boosted the points. Yes, Sini.
I have a question about the overtime rule. Do you still play like one overtime from the 20-yard line and then it goes to 2-point conversions?
I believe it's 2 and then 2-point conversions.
2 overtimes from the 25. Each team gets a possession. If you both score, then you go to 2-point conversions.
Now, is it straight 2-point conversions, or is it like one more try where you try to score a touchdown, and if you score, you have to go for 2?
I believe it's I think it is on the third. Let me look this stuff up. Yeah, no, I think it is third
Purdue, wasn't it Purdue and Illinois last year? Somebody went to
Well,
like
this
7 overtimes and they were just going for 2 from the 2-yard line and neither one of them could score. They went through like 7 overtimes. The final score was like 18-16.
Yeah, because like it was like 7 overtimes. The under still hit.
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Big Ten football.
I'm going over new rules in the NCAA, and the one is literally called the Kenny Pickett rule.
What?
It's the no fake sliding.
Oh, that's fire. That move was filthy though. You can't lie.
Dude, speaking of sliding, do you guys ever like pay attention to how often Justin Fields gets late hit in the head in the NFL? Like, dude, he takes a late hit while sliding like once a week. And like it only gets flagged like half the time. I know that's really off topic, but you talk about Kenny
No, man,
Pickett
it's 100%
sliding.
right.
Dude, he'll slide and they will just drill him in the head.
Same that happened to Cam Newton.
Oh, now we want to talk about Cam?
Well, he is a goat in this topic as getting hit in the head. Yes, he is.
Bro, Zach, can we like somehow edit our like Heisman segment into like
A
a
graphic.
mini movie or something? Like, I thought that was sick, and I'm kind of upset it didn't get posted.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because I just want to prove you guys wrong that Cam Newton was fucking elite.
Dude, he was a great athlete. He just got hurt.
I know. Shit happens.
All right, so what games we like this weekend for college football?
Dude, there's a lot of really bad games this weekend.
A lot of really bad games.
Like, this is week 3. I remember week 3 always is pretty terrible.
Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. Michigan State is underdogs. The number 11 team in the nation is dogs at an unranked Washington.
Who's
That's
Washington got
sketchy.
some? Dude, Washington always has like a top 10 NFL prospect at corner or something.
Always. But it's just weird that they're dog. I get the travel and it's like changing time zones and stuff, but still, like, given the number 11 team, they're dogs? Like, that's
Is it a night game?
Let me look.
10-15. Another game I like was BYU's underdogs against Oregon. I can't believe Oregon's already ranked again.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's definitely a spread that they will cover, if not win.
Yeah, BYU is plus 3.5 against Oregon, and they put Oregon at 25 again. That's who Marshall's behind.
Oregon?
Oregon's 25, yeah.
Dude, we should have definitely been 25, bro. Our wins are way more impressive.
Dude,
Oregon got
yeah, I agree.
What, like 50 to Georgia?
It's like 49 to 3 against Georgia.
Bro, I don't know
if we played Georgia, we would probably do that as well, but like maybe we would hold them to like 42.
Dude, we're not getting beat by 50. Our run game is too lethal. I'm sorry. We would murder. We would mow that clock down, bro.
That's the other thing.
We're losing. We might lose by 30, but
Marshall's doing 16 and a half and Rasheen Ali's back. Like,
oh, he is back.
Like,
dude, Marshall's run game is electric without him. Like,
dude, it's gonna be
Coach Huff has got it figured out over there.
Dude, Coach Huff is a baller. And you see we just signed some kid that was supposed to go to Ole Miss, but then he left for personal reasons? He's like one of the best corners or D-back or something like that in the game.
He's coming to Marshall?
Yes. He just
dude,
the roster just got
updated
today.
You see the graphic of like how many Power 5 transfers Marshall's gotten?
Yes.
We've got so many Power 5 transfers.
That's why they weren't impressed with Notre Dame. Like they all had like played the number of it was like at least 3 all FSU transferred played Notre Dame last year. So like most of these guys had played in these huge games before. So like the lights weren't that bright. And that's what people didn't understand going into the game is that like this wasn't just a group of 5 school that had never been on a stage like that because all those transfers, almost every game at their old school was an atmosphere like that.
True. Bro, did you guys see the graphic on ESPN when Marshall beat Notre Dame? At the bottom, it would say Stephen Gilmore game clinching pick 6, and then in parentheses it would say Stephon Gilmore's little brother.
Yeah. I love that that's the name.
I was like, Okay, I guess that you can include that. But yeah, Hayden, I saw you raised your hand.
Two spreads that I think are a little suspect. Um, Ohio State's only favored by 32 against Toledo. Uh, Typically, when Ohio State plays these like uh, tune-up games, they beat the team by like 70. So I mean, it probably won't be 70, but maybe like 35. You know what I'm saying? That's a little suspect. And also, Florida State minus 2.5 versus Louisville. I don't care what anybody says. Louisville is absolute trash. They will not cover. FSU minus 2.5. Lock, lock, lock. Lickety, lock, lock, lock.
Ohio State also has Smith and Jigba back in the roster, starting is expected to start, and Julian Fleming is back. So that's big for Ohio State offense. Ohio State's defense still looks nice. Hasn't gave up a touchdown in like 7 quarters. Well, granted, we played Arkansas State, but you get the point. What else was there? Yeah, I'm staying away from a lot of college football on Saturday just because I don't love any of the games. Like I really don't. But one of them that stands out is definitely BYU plus 3.5 against Oregon, just because I I think Oregon's bad. And BYU covered a great game last week against Utah or no.
Baylor.
Oh, Baylor, and then with their 2 best receivers out, so BYU
Yeah, I
might
was
have something
surprised.
going
I
on
had
there.
Baylor's money line on that too.
I had the over in that game, and it was such a low defensive out for a Big 12 team. That was disgusting. That was a disgusting Big 12 game. That they needed at least 20 more points each. Just not what I signed up for. The teams combined for like 124 the week prior, and then they couldn't even combine for 53.5. Like that was disgusting.
Yeah, I lost 2 parlays because of them.
Yeah, disgusting. Disgusting.
Trying to find games I like. Trying to find an over that I like too, because I thought my streak of overs has been so bad that like I need to find one to fix it.
He's like, I'm just trying to find an over.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm Duke.
What about
NCAA
App State? App State as game day. Luke Combs is coming to pick the games.
Might have to do that then. Might have to do that.
Who are they? That's so crazy, that thing.
They're playing Troy. Oh, Michigan has a dogfight against UConn this week.
I'm so upset that they're going to App State because that just really lowers the chance of them coming here on the 14th for us versus App State, for Marshall versus App State.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man. They might. That's the Memorial game, isn't it?
Yeah,
Penn State and Auburn should be a good one.
If both teams are not undefeated, they have 1 loss, but if both teams are ranked, that's huge. That's a huge game.
Yeah.
Bro,
It'll be blackout.
I just realized Ohio State plays Toledo at 7:00 on Saturday. Why is that a night game?
That's insane.
Wait, it's Ohio State versus Toledo's a night game?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Oh
Pay
my
attention
God.
to Tennessee. Akron's at Tennessee this weekend, and I'm not kidding. Akron might be able to beat their local high school, and that's it would be a close game. Michigan State covered with ease against Akron last week. Akron continues to prove my point that they're the worst team in Division I football, and I will stand by that.
Dude, honestly, that Ohio State game, there's so many weird things about that, bro. I might have to take Toledo plus 32.5 now.
Bro, Toledo's quarterback's nice.
Yeah, bro. It's a night game. Why would they do that? Why is it a weird spread? Toledo's
He can
pretty
run
nice.
whenever he wants, dude. Toledo's actually, they're 2-0. I'm pretty sure.
All right, let's go. Let's go Rockets. Let's get it. Let's see if they can cover.
go
Not win, but let's see if they can cover.
I'm off. No way. I can't bet against my Buckeyes. That's ridiculous.
Bro, I bet against
Although,
the Steelers yesterday.
if you bet against the Buckeye spread, you'd be 2-0 this year. But Buckeye spread's due to hit, Hayden. I don't know.
Wait, if you bet against it, I was like, no, the one didn't hit.
Yeah, Buckeyes are 0-2 against the spread this year.
Hey, I found another over. I like Ohio University versus Iowa State over 47.5. I like any 40 overs. 47.5 is nice.
What about Penn State at Auburn? What do you guys think about that?
to look at it.
I really don't know much about Auburn, but I know John Clifford
feel like
is
I haven't
still
heard.
quarterback.
Well, at least it's not Bo Nix.
Not meant for Penn State.
Oh.
Sean Clifford's been there since I was in high school, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Penn State's favored. I can see that. I'd go with the under.
Penn State's run game is wild.
Under?
Dude.
Bro, whoa. Let me just explain first. God dang.
What's it at? What's it at?
47
and a half.
You just
Dude,
said you like any game in the 40s for the over.
But, like,
dude,
Big Ten games have been low scoring, and SEC defense, Big Ten defense, two of the best going at it, bro. It's not the Pac-12 in the SEC.
Penn State plays 3 different running backs, dude. And the second one, they do like that same platoon where like one dude gets first drive, next dude gets second drive, third dude gets third drive. It's insane. But they got 2 dudes that are like legit. Their guy that gets it on the second drive, he was number 1 running back in the nation for 2022. I'm pretty sure, true freshman. I forget his name, but then their number 1 is Kayvon Lee. He's pretty nice too. They got 2 really good running backs, so that's probably why the under set so low because it's going to kill a bunch of time, dude. Penn State plays slow. I might be with Hayden on this. It might be like a 21-16 game.
I'm gonna have to fade y'all.
Well, how about we just don't bet it? We'll just watch it from afar.
Yeah, I will watch that from my couch and not touch it. I was gonna say, do we want to hit on Thursday Night Football? But I forgot. This won't be out by then.
Yeah, I'll have this out tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna try it a little bit. All right. So, you guys will go over actually just go through the NFL, our predictions.
Yeah, list the away team first.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, is that how you do it? I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Just so I didn't have to ask who was home the whole time.
Chargers at Chiefs. This is hard.
Chargers.
Chiefs win, Chargers cover.
That's what I think.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I think the Chiefs win by a field goal or something. Yeah. I do have the Chiefs money line. Browns versus Jets. How is this always a shitty matchup? How is this
the Browns
like
they said the Browns have the easiest schedule until week 11, like in football. Like you can't make it up.
Mm-hmm.
I just think this would be one of the worst colored games. Like the brown versus the green of the Jets. It's such a nasty combination, bro. It's disgusting.
You guys better wear some stormtroopers.
Yeah.
All right, quick side note. Marshall has some of the cleanest stormtroopers in the nation.
Dude, Marshall has some of the cleanest uniforms in the nation.
They're clean.
It is so clean. No matter what they wear. The black with green, the green on white, green on green. It's all white. It's phenomenal. But
they got
Browns, no way the Jets can stop that 2-headed monster with Chubb and Hunt.
I agree.
Yeah.
Commanders at Lions.
Commanders by 3 exactly.
Give me the Lions if Swift plays.
I like Lions. It's in Detroit, remember? I like it. It's gonna be a rowdy crowd.
I don't know, man. Actually, so my reasoning was like the Lions have heartbreaking losses, but I feel like it's Dan Campbell. Like he's due for a dub. So let's go. Let's all as a collective. You've persuaded me. Go Lions.
Lions. All right.
I'm still in for a Lions 7-win season, so they got us. This is where it starts. It starts here.
Bucks at Saints.
Saints win. I agree.
I have Saints too.
Oh, I like Jameis right now.
That's the Saints defense owns.
Thomas is back.
The Saints defense absolutely owns Tom Brady.
Yep.
Like, if you told me you had like 2 Ohio State at least national title appearance wide receivers, and then the quarterback from Florida State that won the national championship, and you put them on the same team, that's fucking nuts.
I see what you're saying, yeah, but Jameis is okay. He's really mid.
I think
I
he's a
love
great
Jameis.
gunslinger.
Jameis is a
Yeah,
fun
but he don't care to throw it. Did you see his interview last week? They were like, when they asked him, they were like,
Where's it hurt?
"Where's it hurt?" He was like, "Oh, it hurt everywhere. Yeah, it hurt."
that guy.
He's all bug-eyed. He's like, "Oh
always-
yeah, there was pain everywhere."
They was talking about his ankles. He's like, "Your ankles? Like your wrist?"
Oh, love that guy though.
He's
Whatever.
so awesome.
All right,
I think
Panthers,
Saints win.
What?
Giants.
Panthers at Giants.
Panthers.
Dabo, baby.
I think Panthers.
Give me the Giants. I'm all in. Come off a big dub against the Titans.
Patriots at Steelers.
Steelers.
Steelers, I still think the Patriots are terrible.
Look
So
at Patriots here.
Oh, fuck you.
No, I really do think that. I'm not just saying that. Colts at Jags.
Colts.
Jags.
Damn it, I want to be the Jags guy.
Jags.
I like the Jags. The Colts did not impress me last week.
Colts looked awful.
Yeah.
Somehow snuck away with a tie. Hey, I still don't look like an idiot for the Jaguars winning their division. Nobody in their division won a game last week.
Yeah, it's wide open.
And two of them played each other.
That's so crazy.
That's such a bad division.
Dolphins at Ravens.
Man, I want to pick the Dolphins so bad, but
I like Ravens. Yeah, I mean the Dolphins, like they definitely have a case, and if they won, I wouldn't be
I think it
surprised.
comes down to who has ball last. I really do. I think.
yeah, I'm taking the Ravens.
I
I
think
really
it
want
comes
to take
down
the
to
Dolphins.
kickers, and I will take Justin Tucker over anyone.
I really want to take the Dolphins, but I'm taking the Ravens.
Close. Yeah, and it's -3.5 and 3 points for home team. So they're saying it's a toss up.
I was all in on Ravens 6.5 last week. Sorry, I wanted to get this in, and then I forgot. It was like an hour till kickoff, and then someone reminded me that it was 9/11. We were playing the Jets on 9/11, and I was like, "Oh, we're screwed."
I
But
thought
then,
that.
yeah, Ravens.
And it was looking like we were
past.
screwed for a while until the second half. All right, we are up to Falcons at Rams.
Rams stomping.
It's gonna be bad, Rams.
I wouldn't want to play the Rams after coming off a loss.
Seahawks at Niners.
Fun fact: the Niners are 2-15 since 2013 against the Seahawks.
I think Trey Lance didn't get a fair showing last week because it was a fucking mud field. So I'll say just because we don't know, and I know what Geno Smith does, he wins, then he just loses horribly the next week. So I feel like Trey Lance still deserves a shot. I will say Trey Lance and the 49ers beat the Seahawks.
Since that 2013 NFC Championship game, I believe that's what it was. The Niners are 2-15 against the Seahawks. Give me the 49ers.
I like the Seahawks. I don't know why.
All right, you can be Seahawks guy.
I'm not even trying to be Seahawks guy, and I don't think the Seahawks win this. I think Trey Lance loses this.
Damn.
I still can't believe Jimmy G got done so dirty, dude. Like,
if it was Jimmy G playing, I would pick the 49ers without a doubt. But
I don't know why he isn't.
I think Trey Lance is and I'll give him a pass. That was a sloppy way to play in Chicago. But like there was just I don't know. I think Geno's got that experience. I doubted him. I was one of those who wrote him off and he didn't write back. I wrote him off, but
Me too. I'm still writing him off. Week 1 was a fluke.
He's playing a worse team. A worse defense for sure. And okay, maybe not. Yeah, that's
I was
debatable.
about to say that's debatable.
I don't know. I like it. Seahawks. All right, Bengals at Cowboys.
Bengals.
Cooper Rush at quarterback. Bengals need a big bounce back win right here. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, they better just hand it to Zeke a million times. Zeke and Pollard. Like they better not let Cooper Rush pass for more than 25 times.
Don't be surprised if Mason Rudolph gets traded to the Cowboys.
Don't be surprised if Tyler Huntley gets traded to the Cowboys.
Don't be surprised if Tyler Huntley is the Ravens starting quarterback next year.
That would not happen. We got the franchise.
That was good. Right,
He
took me a
don't, he,
minute.
don't, he don't have to sign it.
Yeah, they just wouldn't play. He wouldn't play
Then
anyway.
Tyler Huntley's your
He
quarterback.
paid $0. Did we see? We saw that work for Le'Veon.
Doesn't he get $24 million this year? Or he gets traded.
23 mil.
Or he gets traded.
Bro, if that story is true that he rejected, what was it, 250?
252 mil he rejected.
Yeah. If he rejected that, bro.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what I want to know, the guaranteed money. Because if it was like
166.
66,
166. It was higher than Kyler and Russ.
oh my God,
Dude.
bro, he smoked
He don't want-
dicks, bro.
he
He
don't wanna
wants
be
fully
there.
guaranteed. He wants fully
He don't wanna-
guaranteed.
Oh,
Because he knows.
Like,
Because he
okay,
knows.
fine,
He
166,
runs too
fully
much.
guaranteed. That's the whole thing.
He runs too much. He knows he could die at any given second.
I'm telling you this right now.
Dude, I could die right now and you could give me $165 million.
I'm telling you right now, the last time a Ravens quarterback denied a very good offer and bet on himself in his 5th year, Joe Flacco hoisted the Lombardi, and I see it's ending the same way. Not with the Jets and Joe Flacco hoisting the Lombardi, but like with us hoisting the Lombardi.
Oh, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, bro. I was really questioning for a minute.
I just want to clarify, I do not see Joe Flacco running the table with the Jets.
A hot take, but I think I might agree with you right there. With the Jets, not on the Ravens.
Texans Broncos. Is this suddenly a good game?
Dude, the Texans did not look bad. Actually, I don't know if the Texans didn't look bad or if the Colts just looked really bad. But give me the Broncos.
Mills Mafia.
Damn,
I
bro.
mean, yeah, I'm going to take Broncos, but Mills Mafia.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It depends when Davis Mills shows up, but I'll do just Broncos just because I like Russell
He's
Wilson.
just got way too big of a neck.
It's at Denver again. Interesting. Oh, no. The last game wasn't at Denver. So it's Russ's first home game. Interesting.
Broncos.
Cardinals, Raiders.
Oh man, I think there's going to be a lot of points this game.
Raiders.
Both teams need a win. I think, yeah, give me the Raiders. I think the Raiders win.
And then we got Sunday Night Football, Bears Packers.
Bears, bro. Give me the Bears.
It's at Lambeau.
Fuck, give me the Packers.
Bears, yeah.
Give me the Bears.
Oh.
Actually, no, bro.
Dude,
He doesn't have anybody to throw to. Give me the Bears.
Dude, I want to take the Bears. I kind
to?
of want to take the Bears too,
Really?
dude.
I want to as well, but Aaron Rodgers is not starting off 0-2. He did the exact same thing last year. He shit the bed week 1. Like, oh man, Rodgers is finally like had his day. Like it's over.
Fine. Give me the Packers.
I'm sticking with Bears, bro. I believe.
Thank you. Somebody had to do it. I'm glad somebody did it.
All right,
I'm
now
not gonna hate it. I didn't want to, but
it's weird. I like how they did this sort of. It's instead of week 1 doubleheader on Monday Night Football, they waited till week 2. So we have 2 Monday night games this week, which is
There's one at like 5.
One's at 7:15, the other's at 8:30. So like I don't like that. I wish one would start at like 9:30. I like what they did before when they'd have 2 West Coast teams play at 10, because then you can go to sleep to football. And that's all.
You don't have to watch. We won't have to watch either halftime. That's cool.
Oh, that is true. That is very true. I wish they did some sort of red zone for it. That would be electric.
yeah.
So first one, Titans Bills. I don't know if this is a good game. I want to say my mind says it's a good game, but I also think the Bills win by like 40, and it's weird. Like
Yeah,
the Bills after halftime last week looked like the greatest team to ever play the game of NFL football.
Yeah,
give me the Bills by a lot.
Vikings Eagles.
Vikings, dude, they look disgusting. I love the Vikings this year. I might be all in.
Yeah, I'll do Vikings.
My summer.
Mancini's energy persuaded me.
Who is Kevin O'Connell? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome. He's awesome. I saw a stat. Justin Jefferson was lined up against a safety or a linebacker like 60% of plays last year, and then like 80% of plays in the first half, he was lined up against a safety or a linebacker. What'd he do in the first half? He had 6 catches for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kevin O'Connell knows what he's doing, boys.
He was the Rams guy last year. So, and then we finished off. Yeah, wait, no, I don't know why I just said finish off. No, so like I'm taking the Vikings. I did not think they were going to look this good. I mean, it's still early, but I might have to eat my words of when I said that they could potentially finish last in this division. I didn't believe in
Dude,
Kirk
I feel like Harrison Smith has been playing for the Vikings strong safety since I've been in diapers.
Yeah, and I feel like he's been good since then too. Like
He's been every single year. He's like a consistent 90 overall in Madden.
Yeah, he just never did.
It's like how's this dude doing it?
Like in every year in Madden, like you're going through the rosters and you're like, what the hell? Harrison Smith still plays and he's a 92? And you're just like, okay.
Dude, and he's got the swagger. He's got like the double forearm, the eye black, everything. He just knows what he's doing out there. All right.
All right, we want to get into a little bit of the MLB race before we wrap up with the batch.
Are we still doing race and takes and stuff too?
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, we can, yeah.
All right, bet. So, I mean, the wild card's not as electric as I thought it was going to be, honestly. The better one right now is San Diego, Milwaukee over in the NL. Which, first off, what did the Brewers know that the rest of the world didn't about Josh Hader? Because since he's gone to the Padres, he has been god-awful. He's been one of the worst pitchers in baseball.
Like, they can't even throw him anymore.
No. Like, how do you go from arguably the best closer in baseball to unthrowable in the same season?
I think it's going to be quite hilarious when the Brewers snag this last spot in the NL. Just because Padres fans is just a roller coaster of emotions, man. They're getting the biggest trade deadline in MLB history. It's like, oh, we're finally going to compete with the Dodgers. And then they arguably are a worse team since that has happened. It's just Machado's gone at the end of the year, right?
He can opt out after this year or next year.
Which I don't know how they're going to be able to pay him.
Well, no, it's just an opt out.
But even if he opts in, does he get one more year?
He has like 3 or 4.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That
changes everything.
It's a halfway through opt out, but I think Machado opts out.
I got you. It'd be cooler if the Padres are definitely the more exciting team to watch, just because they have big names and really, really good players. And the Brewers, on the other hand, it's just like
Padres are more fun to watch for the average baseball fan. The Brewers, if you are like a baseball purist and you love good pitching, a good bullpen,
you love fundamentals. Yeah, you love a nice bunt down the third baseline.
Yeah, you love the Brewers.
Yeah.
And then over in the AL, I mean, this is
Mariners, Blue Jays, and Rays. It's a battle for that top wild card spot. It's pretty much set unless the Orioles can just absolutely sweep the. Don't you got the Blue Jays? 7 more games?
Yeah. Well, so it's actually tragic that the Rays have blown the past 2 games, because if the Rays would have swept the Blue Jays and not blown the final 3 games, then we would have just been 2 games behind the Blue Jays right now. But now we're 4 behind the Rays because they switched spots. So, like, that's not ideal because we cannot play in Tropicana. So, like, any head-to-head in Tropicana, we just get fucked. Like, I think we're 1 in 23 in our last 24 at Tropicana. Like, we physically can't win at Tropicana. No team can.
Orioles Magic's running out.
Only in Tropicana. Well, so here's what's crazy.
I mean, you're out of the wild card race. What are you, 4 games back now?
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? Over the past, 21 games, the Orioles have played 580 ball. The other teams have all played 800 or above. That's how we've fallen out. I felt like and that's what's so weird is I feel like we've fallen off. And then I look back and I'm like, we won like 7 of 9. And then every other team won 8 of 9 or 9 of 9. And you're like, this is ridiculous.
And the AL East, everyone's battling each other. And I swear, like, a 4-game, they'll split 2-2, or like 3-game series will go 2-1. And it's just, there's no sweeps or anything going on. Everyone's just chipping away, trying to get that 1 seed. The Yankees are back to winning.
Yes. So, like, tomorrow we start a 3-game series with the Jays in Toronto. So, like, that's the season. Like, if we get swept, that's it. Like, that's it. If we can win 2 of 3, absolutely huge. Then we got the Tigers for 3, and then the Astros come to town, which is just not ideal. Then we play the Red Sox, the Yankees, and finish out with the Jays. Jays are at home, though. So, like, if it comes down to, like, winner goes to the playoffs, we'd have a packed Camden Yards, just absolutely going nuts.
It would be a playoff game.
It would be. I would probably drive to Baltimore to go to said game.
As you should.
That would just be absolutely. Gunnar Henderson had a triple, turned into Little League inside the park home run last night. He had 4 RBIs. In 2 weeks at the majors, he is batting .330.
He's good.
He is like baseball. Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman's going to be like the 300 hitter. Always, he's going to be Buster Posey. Adley's going to be Buster Posey. You never have him as like. You're always going to be like, yeah, he's the top catcher, but never like greatest player in the league, whatever. Maybe he does. Gunnar has potential to be like, people are going to be like, because he's only just turned 21. He's got like Julio Rodriguez type potential, I feel like. Like, it's going to be Julio and Gunnar like as the top 2 for a little bit. Kind of like how you have Acuna and them in the NL. Like, that's going to be the AL thing.
Speaking of, dude, okay, the NL is weird. I could see any team in the NL making it to the World Series. The Dodgers are like next level good, but the Cardinals are a team that is just in a 7-game series or 5-game series, whatever. The Cardinals are going to be tough to beat. And same thing, you can't if you play the Cardinals, you can't throw a lefty. Like, you physically can't.
I don't know. Yeah.
Kershaw gets smacked by the Cardinals.
I think that's going to be the ALCS. I hope that's the ALCS. I hope
the Braves are really good. The Mets have fell off, and the Mets are actually like my take, because it's more so like Edwin Diaz, because teams have started to turn the trumpets into more of a meme, to where when you lose which the Mets have been doing fairly often recently, just got swept by the Cubs at home in a pretty big series towards the end of the season. Every game counts, but so now teams have been turning what used to be the intimidating trumpets, what everybody loved, it's now kind of backfiring, and everyone's like making fun of them. So
yeah. Not what you want. It's literally the worst case scenario. If you have a sick intro, worst case scenario is you start blowing it and everyone turns it into a meme.
Yeah. And I forget who started it, but one of the MLB's social media, which I'll shout out that actually I'm making that my rake. My rake is MLB social media pages, because they go at it. And do you ever read like the comments of like when teams post the final score in the MLB?
Yeah.
Like, for example, the Reds just got swept by the Pirates. They post the final score, and in the MLB, comments just get rated by the other team's fan base and just destroy you. They make the most hilarious memes, loud music, like you just got beat by Brian Reynolds, and then like have like a crazy background song, heavy lights, it's just hilarious. So shout out MLB social media. Fan bases kill it.
My rake is honestly, it's Gunnar Henderson's hair. Multiple occasions now, and where he has been running around and the helmet flies off. He can't get a helmet right. Honestly, my take is going to be whoever fits the helmets for the Baltimore Orioles, because they cannot get this kid's helmet to stay on. But his flow when he's running around the bases full speed is incredible. So honestly, it's a work of art, whoever has planned this, and just kudos to them.
Hitting on that, there's also like
There's also
nothing,
great in the MLB.
nothing cooler in the world than when like a dude's helmet falls off and he like dives into second base, sliding, try to be safe, and it's just like he gets up, parties. It's truly beautiful.
Reminds me of Bryce Harper, honestly.
He does have good hair too. But
Bryce Harper.
Does Gunnar rock a headband?
No.
He needs to look into that.
Sick.
You should email him.
Yo, honestly, Orioles could, and then like Jackson Holiday, we just took #1. Like he's got the long hair. Like Orioles could have a dirty, like infield hair, like type vibe going on.
That might be what your franchise needs.
Yeah, that could be like our thing. Like we could be the hair guys.
You could trade us for Jonathan India. He's got some banging hair.
That would be some banging, like to play third or something.
You could trade like Adley Rutschman to the Reds for me, and I'll be like a guy in the box.
I'll be
bat boy.
I'll be
a bat boy
with great hair.
Yeah. Set the culture.
Hayden, do you have your rakes and takes?
Yeah, I do. My rakes is going for 2 to win the game when you have the chance. Like if you score a last-second touchdown, you have the chance to go for 2 or kick an extra point to send it to overtime. Go for 2, bro. That's so fucking hard. Like it makes it like everyone's like, oh shit, the game it's determined right here, because if you go to overtime, you like either are having a heart attack hoping your team ties the score, or you're having a heart attack because your team just scored, you want to celebrate, but you can't celebrate too much because they still got to play defense. So it's like it's an awful like series of events and like wave of emotions when you can just end the game with one play right then and there. Like, dude, nothing better.
Are you referring to the Titans game?
Well, so I had this from 2 weeks ago because we didn't do rakes and takes last week. But it was mainly about like the Florida State LSU game. Like if LSU would have gone for 2, that'd have been cooler. And I've seen I don't remember which games it were now, but a couple teams did that. Oh, even App State. App State, that's what it was. Even though they missed.
Yeah, no, it did miss. But I was gonna say because the Giants, when they went for 2 and tying it to end the game there, as someone who was 4 points away from the over, that was devastating. When they sent out that offense, I was like, no. I was like, overtime. I was like, someone scores a touchdown, over hits. I was like, someone scores a field goal and a touchdown, over hits. 2 field goals, over hits. I saw them trot that offense out. And then the Titans called time, and I was like, okay, good shit. I was like, let's have them think about it, and they're going to be like, okay, let's go to OT. They sent that offense out again. I fell to my knees. I was like, this is not happening.
That's so funny.
And then another parlay, I had the Titans money line. So I was like, at least stop them. Like at least. And I was like, at least just. And then neither happened. And I was like, okay, you know what? It's over. And then they honey-dicked me. They brought out Fat Randy, who just chokes. That was awful. That was a betting roller coaster.
Fat Randy from 45?
Yeah, but Fat Randy just randomly does that. He just
go get heated again. He'll go 6 for 6 next week.
Yeah. He's so good inside the 20.
Hey, you got take?
Oh yeah, Brett Favre, you fucking suck, you piece of shit. I hate you so much. Brett Favre was involved in this current scheme going on between Mississippi State governor and himself and the University of Southern Miss. Basically, he convinced the governor, or whatever they did, at an agreement where they would funnel $5 million from the welfare for lower income families, like their welfare checks, all the money that goes into them. Took $5 million from that and did it to build this fucking first of all, volleyball stadium sounds even worse in the press. If it's a basketball stadium or football stadium, I'm sure some fans would be like, oh no, what's it look like? Volleyball stadium, everyone's like, oh come on, man, this is awful. And then yeah, bro, that stadium's gonna have such a bad light on it. and like it's for his daughter played volleyball there too, and it's his alma mater, all that shit. But just like fuck you, Brett Favre. Like if you're gonna steal from someone who's poor when you've made $150 million, I hope someone breaks your kneecaps with a tire iron. That's it.
That's actually super. This is super random. I have this theory that I'm about to break my leg.
Nice.
My leg just hurts, and like it's really getting to the point where like I'm just like,
Said nice.
yeah. All right, Hayden. The moment we've all been waiting for. What happened
All
on the Bachelorette?
So, like I said, it was a whole bunch of nothing kind of. Like I said, some stuff did happen, but like once again, Rachel thinks she's. I feel like if she was talking to a girl, it'd be a better understanding. But she's talking to a guy, and basically, same thing with Gabby's girls or Gabby's guys. Is he was like, listen, like I think that I will get engaged to you. I see you as a wife, but I would like to date longer and experience outside world life with you before we do that. I think it's better for both of us. She was like, oh my gosh. She freaked out. She's like, you didn't tell me that. Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure he did say something about an engagement like earlier. But like, I don't know, you're in the moment. You don't want to say, I love you so much. And but by the way, I don't want to get engaged. I don't know. But so she went off on him, and then like he was like just defend like in my eyes like if a guy's getting yelled at, he is going to match that volume, maybe higher. Most of the time, he's just going to say, "Hey, you're not gonna big dick me. I'm right there with you." So they're yelling at each other. She yells at him. He yells at her. And I would say, and I'm a little bit biased. I would admit, 'cause I'm a man. I'm a man. I thought I'd knock my mic over. I'm a little bit biased because I'm a man, but he just responded in the same tone, the same volume. She's like, "Why are you yelling at me? You're gonna get angry, like obviously cause a reaction, and then be like, wait, why are you having this reaction? Like, but that was an insane fucking day. And then Tino was a kind of a douche. He came. Her family really liked him. His meeting went a lot better. Um, and like, but she still kept Aben around, still kept Tina around. I have no idea what's gonna happen. The one dude, Zach, was being a baby back bitch, and like, he was like, "Can I talk to you for a second?" Right before he picked up the rose, he was like, "Listen, I don't know what the fuck happened last night, but I think if we both agree that it's not working, I'm just gonna leave now before you can say." Basically, he'd say, "You can't fire me. I quit." And then he just like dipped. He's like, "I'm out."
What power move, Zach?
Yeah, bro. City boys are up.
City boys are so up.
Give me one, Cini. Give me one.
What do you want?
City boys.
City boys.
I can't hit that shit.
Anyway,
That meme is hilarious though.
City boys.
City boys. City boys.
But, and then Gabby still has Eric around, and like he met her family, and they really like him. Grandpa is back. Remember the grandpa tried to fuck the old grandma that one time on group date? It's Gabby's grandfather. Like she went on a date with Eric actually, and like they went bowling, and there was this old lady that was like not even part of the cast. She was just like there bowling too, and he was like helping her bowl and things like that. And I was like, I think this man's trying to fuck this old lady.
I think I missed that episode.
Oh,
Crazy.
well. But yeah, anyway, so he's back, but like everyone's crying because they like him so much, and like only if your grandma could be here, and they're like, oh, I know, and they cried everywhere. Like, it's just a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of just fluff, and then they brought Zach out after the whole thing with Rachel, and they talked it out, and they basically just said the same thing over and over, and like, hey, I'm sorry, we kind of reacted poorly, no hard feelings. I'm glad we had this talk, and then they're like, all right, keep talking. And they're like, so anyway, about those hard feelings, they're about how you did. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like a bunch of fluff, so many commercials, and then they keep referring to the finale as the most insane, dramatic finale ever. And it's like, dude, that's every year.
Same shit every year.
That was spot on.
Thank you
That was
so
pretty
much.
good.
Thank
That
you.
was pretty good. It's like Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah. So basically, all we have left is Eric's gonna propose to Gabby, and they're gonna be happily ever after. And then Tino and Aben, one of them's gonna what?
Eric won Gabby.
Well, yeah, because she sent the two others home already. Like, it's just Eric left. She just wanted him. She just wanted him to meet her family, something like that, before they actually kind of move forward. And it went well. And then Rachel is either gonna get proposed to by Aben or Tino and send one home. And then it's gonna be the first like 20, 30 minutes And then they have after the final rose where it's a live audience and it's like all the old bachelors. I'm pretty sure, or maybe that's just the men tell all. But basically, it's just like a reflection. They reveal like how the couple are doing now and who the next bachelor is.
I'm probably gonna watch that low key.
Yeah, we should all get into the next one.
Boys, I'm telling you.
It'd be like kind of funny if we all went in on it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, did you see what Jessica did? You're on her side.
All right, before we end, I saw this. Someone sent me this video yesterday, and it was like how to fix fantasy football to be more interesting. It was on some podcast, and I think it's brilliant. So instead of having a 10-man league, it's 30 guys, but it's like 3 guys to a team. So you have like a front office and like you're sitting there on the draft and like you got debate, you got to like you're looking at matchup, like there's a lot into it. Like that could be electric if you get like 30 dudes. Like honestly, like it would have to be like a fraternity or something like that would do that. But like if you
Bro,
somehow
that's what
40,
they do at our the Elks downtown. That's basically like a fraternity. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
That's what my dad's league does. They have 2 guys to a team, and they have like weekly like top scorer gets like a certain amount of money and stuff. Like, and they split it between the 2, and they have a pretty hefty buy-in, pretty sure. But like, yeah, like I got. He sent me that video too, and I was like, it's a good idea for sure. Like
if you can
it'd
get
be
that number of dudes.
if you can get 30 guys to stay invested in that. But yeah, I kind of see where it's coming from because I don't really agree with the whole like nobody cares about my team. I don't care about your team. Like I like
you have a good fantasy football league, people.
yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like you would tell me like, dude, I had Keenan Allen last night. He got hurt in the 3rd quarter. I lost by 2. I'm like, damn, dude, that sucks. Like,
Yeah, like like what you're talking like it means something more to people. It just means something.
yeah, it's just not a game.
It's
But
like,
whatever. Some people just don't get it.
hey, do you have a fun fact or story or something?
Just kind of like a stat I saw the other day that blew my absolute mind, and I just wanted to bring it up. All right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna probably say this twice, but the universe has more planets in it than seconds have passed since the Big Bang.
I don't like that.
that number is so big. I'll say it again.
I don't like that at all, actually. Like that.
There's gonna be someone out here listening that doesn't believe in aliens, and you just got bamboozled. So what's up? Say it again, Hayden. Let them know. Repeat it for them.
So there are more planets in the universe than seconds that have passed since the Big Bang. So however long ago the Big Bang was, billions, trillions of years ago. The amount of seconds that have passed since then, there's more planets than those seconds. Like that number is so crazy big, it makes me scared to think of. You know what I'm saying? Like how many zeros does it even have? I get an anxiety attack about that.
Dude, that is added to it. That's 3 things I don't fuck with: the deep sea, now outer space, and condoms.
Now outer space.
I did not think condoms was gonna be the last one.
You can edit that out if that's too much. I thought it was
I liked it.
Bro, I looked up how many seconds are in a trillion years. It's 3.154 times x 10 to the 19th seconds.
Wow.
I just know that's huge.
A lot.
If any math guys are here, comment down below how to say that number.
Dude, a crazy one is like I think I might be wrong, but it's like 1,000,000 seconds is 11 months, but 1,000,000,000 seconds is like 32 years.
Oh no, it's like 1,000,000 seconds is like 20 days. and then a billion seconds is like 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta look it up now.
Bro, time isn't even real. This is bullshit. Some guy out there just made up this shit. He's like, we're gonna run on a 24-hour span,
How's
and
it
there's gonna
go?
be this many seconds, and I'm gonna
What day
bamboozle all these fuckers.
I want to know what day we started on. Like, did they start on a Monday?
Who
Yeah.
decided that it was Monday? Like,
Yeah, who, like, dude, what if it's like, you know how you have those times where you're like, this is the most Friday feeling Thursday ever? What if
yeah,
that's,
or like it's
what
the
if
most
that's
Monday, Wednesday ever. Yeah, I'm with
yeah,
you.
like maybe with the leap years and stuff, like that actually would not impact anything at all.
I just looked it up. Million seconds, 12 days. Billion seconds, 31 years. That's bananas.
You're welcome, universe. All right, is that
Dude, what? I'll be thinking about that like the next 4 hours.
we ending this on blowing everyone's mind?
Yeah,
My
but
mind is
so we
blown.
are.
All right. So that's it for this podcast. We will see you all episode 16.
Hayden, good job on your apartment. It looks clean.
Thanks, man. I designed it myself.
All right, peace, guys.
Peace.